With Qantas Wallabies Coach Robbie Deans. Robbie, a fair guess to say that the feeling after that is relief?
Oh yeah, for sure. Also pride. This side's got a lot of character, as they showed last week. Didn't get the result, but once again this week, when called upon, they responded. Had to score a try and convert, and hadn't looked likely. We hadn't had a lot of ball, but they found a way to get to the try line, and Christian showed great composure to put the ball through the poles.
There's no doubt that there were probably a few more errors in that match tonight than there were last week, but if there's one thing that it did underline, it's the magnitude of this series.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these are epic games, and I guess from a distance we don't get a real sense of that because our lungs don't burn, but you talk to the blokes who are out there and it's intense, and hence the error rate. It wasn't as free-flowing as last week, but it was a genuine test match, and there's nothing better, there's nothing purer, and how good, we've got a great fixture coming now in Sydney, how good for the game.
Yeah, an incredible series decider next week. How will you get their heads right for that, or do you think you don't need to do anything to get their heads right next week?
No, they'll be good to go. They'll be very excited and looking forward to it. Obviously, we'll have to recover from here, and we'll make sure we do that. They've had two toughies back to back, so we're going to make sure that we get that side of it right before we re-enter the fray.
What were you most pleased with tonight? I get you. The scrum early obviously had ascendancy over them, whereas last week, I guess the Lions had the edge early.
Yeah, I was a bit frustrated with that. We lost concentration a couple of times, and it hurt us. It was just good to get underway. You look at that backline combination. It's the first time they've played together, and you can see some of the potential there. As he pushed on, started to come off his wing and roamed and looked for work, was a point of difference at the end, where he hit the gain line and got his shoulders through, and that just got the wheel turning and got us close to their line, and we ultimately scored. So that sort of initiative is great to see from a bloke who's playing his second test match.